Today is November 10th, and we're here today talking to Amy, one of our annual interviews, to talk about a little bit what's going on in her life. How you doing today, Amy?
Fine.
Good, good. Let's start off with talking about like school. Why don't you tell us about a typical day at school, how it starts out, your ride, everything from the very beginning.
Well, I get up every morning and at about 5:40 and I get ready to go to school, and Gary comes and picks me up at about 7, and then I go to school and we kind of just sit around for a while and catch up on homework we forgot to do the night before. We didn't tell our parents about. And then we go to class, and then afterwards, which is biology, which is pretty boring, and then I go to global studies, and I walk to global studies with Brendan, and then after that I go to band, and that's cool because I like band. And then we have break, and I usually spend break with Brendan and Brandy and some other people. And then I have Japanese, and then I have geometry, and then afterwards we have lunch. We just kind of hang around, and we go and we sit by the theater and just kind of joke around with a whole bunch of people. And then I have driver's ed, then English, and then I go home.
Okay, you just got a grade report, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you just started driver's ed, so before driver's ed, what class were you in?
IPE.
PE.
Yeah.
And what were your grades like?
I had all B's.
And what's your goal in that area?
To get over a 3 point the whole year.
So you're really close to your goal, huh?
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about your friends. You mentioned a few that you spend time with in school, maybe in particular Brendan.
Brendan, at the present moment, he's my boyfriend.
And how long's that been going on?
A month and a half.
And how long have you known Brendan?
5 years.
Well, why don't you tell a little bit about the background of that relationship?
Well, we've been friends since about 6th grade, and he's liked me the whole entire time. And I usually just, kind of wrote him off because I thought, I liked him, as a friend and everything, but I, kind of thought he was a real goober. And I went out with him in 8th grade for about 3 months, but 2 of those months I was in Oklahoma, which wasn't really fair because we didn't ride or anything. And then when I got back, like a week or so later, I broke up with them. I felt bad about it. And so now I like him again, and I'm going out with him.
What changed? How did he win you over?
Well, he got a little bit more mature. He started getting, he started actually, getting into his grades and started, acting a little bit more mature than he used to.
What about looks-wise?
Oh, he's a lot cuter too. Yeah, he's a lot taller. He's finally taller than I am, by about 2 inches.
Which was more important, the maturity that he gained or his height and looks?
His maturity.
And then the looks just helped?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about, how about some of the friends you have now in Missouri? Tell a little bit about what happened this summer.
Oh, yeah. This summer I met up with my friends I haven't seen in 6 years. Like, actually, 6 years, 7 months, and 32 days. I figured this out. And, I saw Amber, one of my girlfriends, who still lives in the same house, and she's pretty much the same, grown up, just kind of pretty, and she's plays volleyball, and she was real nice. I spent the night at her house a couple nights while I was there. And then I saw Jody, my old-time little sweetheart, I guess you could say, and he's grown up to be very tall. He's about 6'2" now, and he's very handsome. And then there was Sean, the guy I'm supposed to marry, and he's 18?
I think so.
He's 18, he's a senior, and he was real nice, you know. So
Were you surprised that you still liked him and that you still had stuff in common?
Yeah, yeah, I was real surprised that, we got along real well. You know, I would think that a lot of things would change and everything, but, you know, even if we didn't have anything in common now, we still had the past in common.
And were you surprised at how they changed the way they looked?
Oh, yeah. Amber not as much, but Jody was, you know, really the person, you know, I thought it changed a lot.
And Sean, you remember him from being little?
Yeah, I remember him. He looks about the same, really.